From Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, welcome inside Goodman Stadium, where Bethlehem Steel FC culminates its three-game homestand against the top club in the East, Louisville City FC. As we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, Louisville City FC has 6 more points than Steel FC. Both clubs battled to their first draws of the season in their prior outings. Great to have you with us this afternoon with former Union player Matt Castle. I'm Dave Leno. Gwen Begley will join us in just a bit. On this homestand, Steel FC was victorious 2-1 over Richmond. Last week, Matt, a draw against Charleston. How did they get 3 points today?
Yeah, last week was a little bit, wasn't too fluid, a little bit of a choppy play, and today they need to be a little bit more fluid in the final third.
Louisville City FC comes off a 2-2 draw against Pittsburgh, headlined by Chandler Hoffman, a former Philadelphia Union draft pick in 2012, and he leads the USL with 7 goals this year.
Chandler Hoffman is somebody that's very dangerous and always has a knack for that goal, so we got to look for him in the 18-yard box today.
And trying to stop him today will be John McCarthy, the goalkeeper for Steel FC. He has 2 shutouts so far.
John McCarthy today needs to be very vocal to the back line and keep everybody together, but also needs to be able to come up with a big save.
It's the first of 2 regular season meetings between Steel FC and Louisville City FC. Starting lineups and the kickoff from Goodman next.
America runs on Duncan.
The all-new Rothrock isn't just new cars, we're your certified pre-owned super center. Only the finest late model vehicles can be certified, and only after passing a comprehensive 125-point inspection. Certified pre-owned means the cream of the crop at Rothrock. Over 300 cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. And if you don't see your next car here, we'll find it. Don't settle for used. Buy with confidence and put a certified smile on your face at Rothrock Pre-Owned Super Center.
The Philadelphia Union are off to the races. Cutting it in, it's Barnett, a great first touch to the opening goal, and Philadelphia have the lead. It's Latou, cuts it back, Latou! Just 2 minutes on the board, and a perfect start for the Union.
For tickets, visit PhiladelphiaUnion.com.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
There are over 15,000 ways to take your coffee at Dunkin'. Every cup as unique as you. Always fresh with that signature smooth taste. We take pride in every cup, but only one is your coffee. Your Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Here's the procession at Goodman Stadium. Bethlehem Steel FC in the home blue jerseys, Louisville City FC in the road white and gold uniforms. The players have taken the pitch, and now it's time for the national anthem.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with our national anthem.
Steel FC ready to make a statement against the top team in the East in Louisville City FC. With more on this matchup, we go down to the third member of our broadcast team, Gwen Begley.
Thank you, Dave and Matt. Obviously, weather conditions aren't ideal today. Right now, it's at a light drizzle, so we're hoping it stays that way for the rest of this match. Now, Louisville City FC has had a little bit of experience with weather like this. They're coming off of a grueling 2-2 tie against Pittsburgh just on Wednesday. So this team has had a lot of traveling in the last few days. And when I talked to Coach Brendan Burke on Thursday, he said that's something they look to take advantage of in these 90 minutes. I went to talk to him in warm-ups today to see if he looked to prepare any differently in regards to the weather, and he said no, they're going to prepare the same exact way, except they're going to play a more defensive game and get a lot of guys around the ball. So hopefully we'll see a good turnout here today. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Gwen. Bethlehem is led by Brendan Burke, who wants to see more quality touches and chances in the attacking third today. He'll have 7 Philadelphia Union players on loan to Steel FC this afternoon. On the opposite bench, James O'Connor, the former Irish midfielder, loved the way his club fought back to earn a point amid horrible weather conditions Wednesday night. O'Connor played for Orlando City in the former USL Pro and was named Player of the Year at Stoke City in 2000. Captain Ryan Richter and Steel FC eager to end this homestand on a great note. Louisville City FC last loss in their second game of the year against New York Red Bulls 2 was a 2-0 result. New York Red Bulls 2, the only team in the Eastern Conference that remains undefeated. Louisville City FC will have the kickoff from Goodman Stadium. And we're underway here in Bethlehem. The referee is Rosario Candela. The assistant ARs James Dooling and Patrick Casey. The fourth official, Daniel Punillo Jr. Matt, take us through your keys to today's game.
Today, it's very important that Steel FC bring their energy. They need to bring their energy early and put Lou City on their heels. And also, like Gwen talked about earlier with the weather, it's a soccer player's favorite weather to play a soccer game in. Nice and slick field, so they need to embrace it. The pitch is going to be a little bit wet, so the ball is going to be moving. Guys are going to have their legs under them, so it should be a good one today.
Kyle Smith, the right back, inserted into the starting lineup, did not play in the prior matchup. The same with the captain, Aiden Quinn. And there's Greg Ranjitsingh, who's making his first start of this season. His last start was the season finale last year in a game that really didn't mean anything because Louisville City FC locked up second place in the Eastern Conference. So Ranjitsingh, at 22 years young, in for Scott Goodwin, who picked up a red card last week as Corey Herzog for Pittsburgh was invading the box. Chance for Steel FC to attack a keeper who's making his debut as a starter.
It's so important that, especially early on, that you're going to test them. Test them early. It's slick field like we talked about earlier. Get some shots on goal and make something happen.
Washington to Jones at the top of the box. Jones with a step, cross for Ayuk. Another chance for Fernandez, finally cleared. Del Piccolo with the stop in front of Ranjitsingh.
It's important that Steel FC continue to attack, early and quick. In that final third, make sure, have a little bit of a killer instinct. In a way, get some shots on goal and create something.
Here's Fabian Herbers. Entered in the 86th minute yesterday. Crossed by Restrepo, headed away. Jones with the flick. Call by Rosario Candela will go back to Lou City. So Ranjitsingh earned 17 minutes on Wednesday after Scott Goodwin had to come out due to the red card. So has some minutes under his belt here in the USL this year. Restrepo tripped up, and the advantage will be to Steel FC.
Important early, too, here. You know, Murad's had a couple passes out of bounds early. Now, you know, Fabian Herbers, I'm sure, and Walter Restrepo, as you can see, Brendan Burke on the side, applauding his players to keep on going at him. Keep forcing him now. He's got a little bit in his head now, and keep pressing. Fernandez
Switches the point of the attack to Austin Trusty. In space to Jones. Have a lethal defensive attack here with Moran, as you mentioned, and Sean Reynolds. Newnham and Smith as well. Washington far flank, low cross. Denied in front. Here's Richter. Good ball to Fabian Herbers with the cross. Ayuk a chance, knocked down. A strike from Restrepo, and that swings wide.
That's great work early here by Steel FC again, continuing to put that pressure into the final third here. And a great little, you know, ball bouncing back and forth a little bit, but a great strike there by Walter Restrepo. Gets a deflection out for an important corner here now.
Steel FC didn't have a corner in the last game against Charleston. And the outswinger, Ayuk, couldn't settle.
It's a little bit of miscommunication there. You know, Leo puts the ball in, it bounces up to Anderson. Wanted it. Ayuk stepped in front of him. Needs just a little bit better communication there from the guys.
This portion of the match is brought to you by Bethlehem Steel FC. Inaugural season ticket plans are on sale starting at just $50. Lock in your season ticket plan now at BethlehemSteelFC.com. Restrepo. Too far for Fabian Herbers. Cleared out. Smith on the aerial, no call by Rosario Candela. And finally, we'll get the whistle.
That looked like a tough one there. Leo backing in. And Smith, you know, Leo's backing in here. Smith jumps over him. It's tough. I don't know who could really call a foul on that one. Leo's trying to get position. Defender jumping over him. That's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Smith, 24 years young, his first year with Louisville City FC, played at D3 Transylvania from 2010 to 2013, and he seems to be okay at that right back spot. This one goes off of Chandler Hoffman.
Important early, Dave, to set a tone, keep the ball, keep it moving. Things are going to open up for you. It's great conditions here to play a game in. I'm sure the player's going to have their legs under them.
Cleared by John McCarthy, who has started every game for Steel FC. Restrepo finds Ayuk and has some space, cross back post, looking for Herbers with the header. Washington behind him. Jones marked by Del Piccolo. Fabian Herbers. Throw here for Steel FC. Louisville City FC prides itself on its defense. James O'Connor mentioned coming into the year that they definitely have got more depth in the final third. Del Piccolo, the header ahead. He'll work with Luban, McCabe, Dakers, and Hoffman all the way up. Former Philadelphia Union draft pick in 2012. He'll have the chip on his shoulder today.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's something as a player, you come in, you know that you formerly had played for the club or the first team, and now you have an opportunity that you're going to see, the coaching staff watching the game, and you're going to have that chip. You're going to want to, have that, little extra edge on you, and hopefully, he's going to look to get a goal for himself.
And right on cue, Hoffman up ahead looking with Andrew Luban. Louisville City FC undefeated on the road this year. 2 points ahead of New York Red Bulls, too. Steel FC right now, Matt, sits 9th in the East, 6 points behind Louisville City FC.
It's also important for Steel FC to attack, Lou City early due to the fact that they've been traveling. They had a midweek game that, had a lot of weather delay. So it's something that they need to take advantage of.
Tarek Morad. McCarthy comes out clean. Stakers was invading the box. Here's Richter. Herbers, good combination. Akinyote. Jones. Finds Restrepo, crosses it in, looking for Ayuk. Ranjitsingh is there.
It's a good little play there by Steel FC. Keep possession, a few different passes. And he found Restrepo wide, whipped a good, decent ball in. Find Ayuk, a little bit of a weak header, but you got something on it. It's good to see early on in the game here.
Trusty doesn't go up on the 50-50 with Chandler Hoffman, and back to McCarthy. For the first time this year, Matt, it's also the same starting lineup in back-to-back games. So that's good for the coaching staff, Steve Hogan, Jeff Cook, and head coach Brendan Burke. Some consistency. Hard whistle here on Ben Noonan.
Guys are battling each other. Newman says, I'll take that real quick. You're not getting by me. He just threw him right back. It's a clear foul. Definitely a talking to. But back to your point, Dave, about the consistency of lineups. It's definitely important. Guys build chemistry between each other. Everybody knows, you have that little bit of a, is he going to pass, is he going to dribble kind of idea, where to make their run and whatnot.
Del Piccolo on the counter. Niall McCabe on the right flank. McCabe with the cross, looking for Hoffman. Richter was all over him, throws Steel FC. Chandler Hoffman has 7 goals, which leads the USL. In fact, has scored in the last 4 games, including a hat trick against FC Cincinnati. Play Akinyote. He gets pushed off. This is on Ben Noonan.
You need to be smart. It's early on in the game. You don't need to pick up a stupid foul, or I shouldn't say stupid foul and a yellow card. No need for that early on in the game. Both need to be a little bit smarter there.
Restrepo. Beautiful ball to Fabian Herbers. Flag is up. He's offside. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. So definitely on the scouting report, Chandler Hoffman and the way he's been delivering at the top of the box, even inside, and then that attacking third as a whole, Matt, that's something that Brendan Burke and his staff definitely planned for today.
Anderson and Trusty need to communicate all game long, know where each other's always at. Can't let Chandler Hoffman get behind them and have a good opportunity at goal.
And that's another foul on Ben Noonan. He's been very busy with his physicality.
The referee needs to, I'm sure he's going to have a word, but too many, can't have too many fouls in a row before he's going to get a booking. And here it comes. This isn't on Newman. Unfortunately, this is on Aiden Quinn here. But, the referee is realizing all these fouls coming along, Newman and whatnot, and now Quinn's going to take the punishment for it. Not necessarily, as you see, just a couple little battle in there. Not at all. I don't, I wouldn't really necessarily say it's a booking for the foul. It's just more of a consistency of fouls.
It's Quinn's second year with Louisville City FC. Played at Akron via Bradley, where he started out his career. Richter opts to go short. Restrepo. Dakers finds McCabe, looking for Chandler Hoffman, and there you see right away McCarthy off his line.
It's important that John McCarthy is going to be able to jump off his line early. Got to look for the through balls. It's a slick field. coming through, so he always needs to be aware of when the ball is getting behind.
Yeah, how does that change the player's mindset today as it rained in the Lehigh Valley before kickoff?
It's an opportunity for the attacking guys, and whatnot, or the forwards and the midfielders, even defenders, to have a strike at goal. Give yourself a chance, get something on frame, and hopefully you get something out of it.
And speaking of rain, Louisville City FC and Del Piccolo there had to endure 2 delays that combined lasted for more than 2 hours. In fact, their game on Wednesday did not end until 11:35 p.m. Eastern time in that 2-2 draw to Pittsburgh. Shanowski got the goal in the 85th minute, the game-tying goal. He is on the 18, but not starting. Again, it's Reynolds instead of him. Akinyote back to Anderson with the long ball, too far for Eric Ayuk, and down to Greg Ranjitsingh.
Good to see Steel FC's pressure going high, forcing them to play a more direct ball.
Newnham goes forward, working with Dakers. Go back to Bethlehem. Herbers finds Fernandez. Good run, Fabian Herbers. Reynolds marks him now. Restrepo on the right flank, good cross, back post, looking for Ayuk. Ayuk, good chip to Derek Jones. Jones has a step on Del Piccolo with the cross. It's knocked away. Second corner here for Steel FC.
I think Walter Restrepo would have, want that ball a little back. He wish he probably whipped it in a little bit to the near post, or not so much floated to the back, but it worked out, and Ayuk found, Washington kept some good possession, and they got a corner out of this.
Here's the outswinger, header by Anderson. Will be a throw here for Restrepo and Steel FC. Speaking of the disparity in corners, I mentioned that Steel FC didn't have any, and Brendan Burke commented that that's not a huge deal. It's about chances in the attacking third and getting set pieces, which they did accomplish last game in that draw against Charleston. Switch the point of attack on the left flank to Washington. Fernandez finds Herbers, marked by 2. Opts to go Washington with his right foot. Bicycle kick try by Eric Ayuk, and he gets called for the foul.
Interesting to see there, Dave. Taylor Washington's a left-footed player, gets the ball on his left foot. I don't know why he's cutting it back onto his right. No read for that. It's a lofted ball now. Why not take that ball to the left, take a touch forward, and whip a ball in hard with pace to the near post? You have 3 or 4 runners in there. Give them a chance, give them opportunities. No need for him to cut the ball back there and play it in with his weak foot.
Wynn brings this back to the top of the box. Richter wins it in the air. Restrepo on the 1v1. Wins the battle on Quinn. Dakers with a step on Akinyote. And the foul will be called against Kadeem Dakers.
Game might get a little bit chippy as it seems early so far. Guys got to be a little bit disciplined here.
Burke and his staff know a thing or two about Dakers because he played for Reading United in 2013. Picked up by the Chicago Fire in 2014, but never signed.
Kadeem Dakers is going to be a player that's going to, he's got a ton of pace, can go at you. He's very tricky out wide. He can create some havoc out there. So Ryan Richter needs to be on his toes today.
So Piccolo. Once McCabe, instead it was Washington. Ayuk. Dakers. Can't get it, instead it's Ryan Richter. Restrepo to Fabian Herbers. Herbers cuts it inside. Herbers, good ball to Eric Ayuk. Ranjit Singh says no.
It's great work by Steel FC. First, Taylor Watson switches the point of attack. Ryan Richter with a great touch out wide. Fabian Herbers, creates a little something there, gets something, slips a great ball into Ayuk. And Ayuk just does a little bit.
Niall McCabe keeps that in play. Del Piccolo tried to get Chandler Huffman. Trusty is there. Ooh, that might have been a header outside the box. Dakers, wide of McCarthy.
See Fabian Herbers coming across the box. Picks his head up, swipes a nice ball in there. Eric Ayuk takes a little touch. Goalkeeper came up big there. Ranjit Singh. The other side, I don't know what I don't know if Austin Trusty could try to do that if he wanted again. He kind of just kicked that ball right back into himself. Could have been a handball. And now Lou City has a big opportunity here on a corner kick.
It's Niall McCabe on the set piece. McCabe goes short corner. Del Piccolo with the bender. Headed out, Richter. Couldn't clear away was Jones. Bicycle try by Fernandez. Del Piccolo keeps it in. Smith is onside. Fernandez wins the challenge on Del Piccolo. Will stay here with Lou City. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, proud to be the official health care provider of Bethlehem Steel FC. There's a livid James O'Connor.
Like I said earlier, this game is getting a little bit chippy between Olu Akindode and Paulo Del Piccolo in the middle. Paulo's a player that, he keeps the ball, he keeps the game moving, but he also has that little, he's not afraid to have a word or two with anybody.
Quinn. And we'll go back to Greg Ranjit Singh. Played at Mercer from 2011 to 2014 in the Atlantic Sun Conference. Also in the Trinidad and Tobago national team system as well. Anderson wins it in the air. Throw here for Louisville City FC.
Good energy level so far between both squads. Going at each other. It's, what you figure on a field like, or a day like today with the weather.
Morad. Here's Dakers on the left flank, gets past Richter. Dakers with the cross. And a yellow card is called, Matt.
Kadeem Dakers is not too happy about it. He thinks that's a handball in the box. It was tough to see. He beats Ryan Richter well on the side and whips the ball in. And now it's an important set piece here for Louisville. As you can see, takes a touch. Yeah, it's a good call by the referee right outside the box. Now Lou City has an important free kick. It's a dangerous opportunity here. Steel FC need to hold their marks tight here. Don't let them get anything.
Here's McCabe, keeps it low. McCarthy handles it cleanly.
I'm sure McCabe would want that one back. Didn't hit it that quite well. Tried to beat McCarthy near post, but nothing real much to it.
Last year, Louisville City FC 14-8-6, second in the Eastern Conference. In fact, lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to eventual champion Rochester, who beat LA Galaxy 2. Del Piccolo switches the point of attack to Smith. That's Luban up high. Luban denied by Trusty. And Akinyote will stay, however, with Louisville City FC.
This game's getting chippy. The referee needs to get it under control. Too many little chips and whatnot after the play, and we'll
Tarek Morad is looking for Dakers. Instead, it's Akinyote. Herbers tried to go to the through ball. That was denied, however, in front. Morad again. He'll go back to Sean Reynolds. Second year with Louisville City FC out of D2 West Florida. Reynolds has trouble. It's Ayuk into Fabian Herbers, but he's offside. What makes Fabian Herbers so special out there in the attacking third? Pick number 6 overall from Creighton.
He's always creating, always on that, he's always tiptoeing that back line, trying to get in behind. He's got a little bit of pace on him, decent size, big boy, strong. He's got a good, he's got a good soccer IQ. He's got a good soccer brain. He knows what he wants to do, so it's good.
Richter quelled that through ball from Ben Noonan. Just looking for Dakers. McCabe to Dakers. Akinyote. As Dakers goes down, he seems to be okay. Smith will have to hurry. And another foul here against Louisville City FC. You're exactly right. Rosario Candela has to get control of this game.
It's too early. 25 minutes into the game. The amount of fouls is kind of ridiculous in a way.
See both teams playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and rightfully so. You have the first team of the East coming into Bethlehem here at Louisville City FC. Steel FC wants a better performance today, obviously, after the draw. Listen, they did get a point, Matt, but they would have loved to come out with 3 against the Charleston Battery. So a lot on the line here. McCarthy with the long service. Darcis can't win in the hair. It's Akinyote to Taylor Washington. Ayuk, Smith on him. Jones. Luban. They're looking for Hoffman. Anderson stands his ground.
Strong play by Anderson. Held Chandler Hoffman off well. Nothing too concerning.
Herbers. Not strong on the pass there to Ayuk. Instead, Kyle Smith bailed out his defensive third.
I would like to see, Fabian Herbers, great touch into the middle, but pick your head up and come this way. Walter Restrepo is wide open on the outside here. Just feed him the ball through. He's got the pace. And get behind in there.
Trusty needs help and finds Washington. Hoffman with the high press. Luban, through ball. McCabe has an opportunity. It's wide, near post.
Taylor Washington needs to be a little bit more assertive out there. Needs to understand that there's going to be a player coming behind them. Maybe just clear that ball early. Don't take the touch and get the ball out early. And they pick up the ball, find it through. McCabe finds it, and just misses a shot right off on goal there. Tries to beat McCarthy high to the near post.
A few times already, Matt, we've seen Alston, Trusty, and Anderson struggle at that center back spot, especially with Chandler Hoffman, Luban, and McCabe threatening in their attacking third.
Very active. Louisville's very active. Their front 4 or 5 guys. They look to get in behind. You gotta always keep an eye on them.
Reynolds to Smith. Spacing oh so important for Louisville City FC and Steel FC for that matter. They want to stretch the field more today, according to Brendan Burke. Morad to Dakers. They look for Noonan. Counter here, Fabian Herbers. Good ball up ahead. Fernandez went down, no call on Reynolds.
It's a tough one, 50-50 ball, shoulder to shoulder.
Trusty halts that through ball. Anderson with McCabe on him. Reynolds finds Morad. Quinn changes the point of attack on the right flank to Kyle Smith. Smith with two in the box ahead of McCabe. Fernandez wins that. Quinn. And the captain goes to Del Piccolo. Luban on the far flank will stay with Louisville City FC and a corner. Hey, Bethlehem Steel supporters, don't miss your chance to become an inaugural season ticket member. Season tickets are now prorated, starting at just $143 for the entire season. Stop by Fan Services tent for more information. Here's another set piece for Lou City. The bender wide, the header, and it's stopped by McCarthy. Another chance, Morad. And they get it out of the box there successfully for Steel FC. Counter here for Restrepo. A step above Quinn. Good ball, Fabian Herbers. Ranjitsingh comes out. Herbers bumps him, but he might have been pushed in by Reynolds.
Good action on both sides there. The great ball whipped in by Paulo Del Piccolo. The lefty on the corner kick, and they get ahead on it, but it's a great save by John McCarthy. Then back on the other end, Fabian Herbers finds Walter Restrepo played a nice little ball in there to Fabian Herbers, who collides with the keeper here. See with the corner kick whipped in. It's a good ball, good header, and a great save on the line there by John McCarthy. Really reaches out.
Yeah, he certainly did well with the pressure mounting, Matt.
That's what we talked about earlier. The goalkeeper, in a way, that's their job. Make the big saves when it counts. They get a lot of heat if they don't make a big save and whatnot.
Reynolds, Del Piccolo. Good combinations here to Tarek Morad. Ben Noonan looking for Dakers. Richter with the good run. It will stay, however, with Louisville City FC.
Play earlier on, Walter Restrepo flicks the ball over to Fabian Herbers. Just a little 50-50 ball, but it's a good look. It's a good little run. Like we talked about earlier, Fabian Herbers always tiptoeing that back line.
There's been some miscommunication in the defensive third for Steel FC, Matt, as it will go back to Louisville City FC. Dakers not on the same page that time with Niall McCabe. Jones, Mark Del Piccolo, Anderson, the long ball. Morad wins it in the air. Fabian Herbers wanted the call. Whistle silent by Rosario Candela. Smith with Luban on that far right flank. Herbers will not get to this one. Murad had better positioning on him, and Greg Ranjitsingh hasn't been tested as much as John McCarthy has here in the 34th minute. Dakers 1v1 with Richter off his toe. Bolu Akinyote. Here's the high press, and it's looked good so far from Louisville City FC.
Both teams are going to be wanting to press high and create something off turnovers.
Hoffman, top of the box. McCarthy there again.
Just like you see there, they win the ball. They get an opportunity at goal, strikes it on goal. Luban gets it.
Hey, Steel fans, don't forget to purchase your tickets to see the Philadelphia Union host LA Galaxy on May 11th at 7 p.m. Visit PhiladelphiaUnion.com to get your tickets. Dave Leno, Matt Castle, Gwen Begley, and our entire TV2 Sports crew here from Goodman Stadium in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Scoreless between Steel FC and Brandenburg's club, pitted up against the top team in the Eastern Conference, Louisville City FC.
Need to be a little bit sharper here. Need to clean it up on the passes.
McCabe finds Dakers with his left. Cross inside, the header by Hoffman is wide. Goal kick here for Steel FC. But there have been countless chances, not only by Hoffman, but also Dakers and McCabe.
But that starts right there with Bolu Akindole. It's a simple pass right back to Ryan Richter. Concentrate. You can't take any breaks. They get a quick throw in. Find Kadeem Dakers out wide. Whips a good ball in, and Chandler Hoffman hits a header just wide. He whips a great ball in there. Chandler Hoffman makes a good run, but just misses the header. But that could have been a little bit more dangerous than it actually was. So again, you need to just keep things clean. Keep it simple. No breaks.
McCabe trying to tackle Akinyote. He'll have to go back to McCarthy. Jones, there's the pressure by Paulo Del Piccolo. And he wins it. Over to Luban, however, he is the culprit on the foul by Rosario Candela.
Again, it's going back to the chippy play. Paulo Del Piccolo's not happy with it. He's having a word. He'll be talking all game. He's a player, again, that likes to, he keeps the game simple. He's got a great left foot, can move the ball. But he's also a little player that has a little bit of an edge on him, too. He's not afraid to get into a tackle. He's not afraid to have a word. Overall, he's a good player.
Quinn, far flank. Looking for Andrew Luban with his cross. Looking for Hoffman. Header by Anderson. Quinn will go back to Reynolds. Ben Noonan, 1v1 with Richter. Richter wins the duel. And you hear James O'Connor all the way from the field, Matt, yell pressure, pressure. He wants to keep this press very high for Louisville City FC. Push off by Murad. And they'll get the call on Leo Fernandez.
It's all about the high press. You want to keep the other team, make a mistake, keep them in deep. Ryan Richter is toying with him over there for a little bit and lost the ball in. Finds Leo trying to battle, and he draws a foul.
Fabian Herbers. Dakers coming in, no call on Herbers. Restrepo helping out. And a call here against Walter Restrepo. And he's upset because Fabian didn't get the whistle.
This game could get ugly early, Dave. The referee needs, they need to get together at halftime and have a word with each other and see how they can, fix this. It's simple. Just bring out a yellow card. Guys will be stopping all this stuff. There's not need for it. It's a clear foul.
We We've seen 2 yellows so far, one on the captain Quinn for Louisville City FC in the 13th minute, and Anderson near the 23rd minute. Luban. Instead, it's Austin Trusty who wins it in the air. However, a throw here for Louisville City FC, searching for its 5th win on the 2016 USL season. Good ball inside. Denied by Trusty. Dakers didn't get all of it. McCarthy looks to counter with Restrepo. Morad with Ben Newnham. He trips on the slick surface. Newnham. Del Piccolo. Morad back to Ranjit Singh.
Fabian Herbers is not happy. You know, him and Leo Fernandez are pressing high, but they want that 3rd guy coming in to help. Everybody needs to be on the same page when they're pressing.
Good slide by Austin Trusty, the Union Academy player. He switched the point of attack now to Dakers. Will run out of real estate, and a goal kick for John McCarthy.
A little bit better pressure to force him something. Aiden Quinn to play a little bit of long ball. Just good coverage, and now for a goal kick. They need to get their shape. Keep the ball. You got 5 minutes left in the half here. Brendan Burke is liking what he's seeing in terms of the energy, though, overall. It's good energy so far.
Training this week, you can tell that this one really meant something. And of course, they all count the same, but against the top team in the East, you want to make a statement. Dakers. Good tackle by Derek Jones and Ryan Richter. Jones looking for Fernandez, headed by Morad. Herbers. And a throw here for Walter Restrepo.
These last 5 minutes, important that they keep the ball and try and get something. You have an opportunity to at goal, but it's also important on the defensive side of things. They stay together, keep their shape, don't get breaking down.
Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow @Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. 42nd minute, still scoreless. Washington plays that out. Throw here for Louisville City FC. Smith looking for Hoffman and Luban. Step here, denied by Anderson. Remain in the attacking 3rd for Lou City.
Where they need to stay together and can't give anything up. You can be communicating, follow your runners, be strong.
Luban to McCabe. McCabe with the cross, looking for Hoffman. It was high. Richter with the header, settled by Quinn. That's high.
Ball bounced out to Aiden Quinn. Probably wish it would have dropped a little bit more so he could have got a little bit more on it, kept it on frame.
You almost get the sense, Matt, that Brendan Burke and his coaching staff will talk about the adjustments that need to be made in the defensive 3rd, cleaning it up and being a little bit more poised and relaxed, especially with the high pressure of Louisville City FC. Good work by Anderson on the tackle with Dakers. Del Piccolo. McCabe out wide for Luban. Another corner here for Louisville City FC.
Smith and Noonan have been getting forward high, so I'm sure it's something that they're going to be addressing at halftime. You got to watch for the outside backs, be creating something, getting crosses into the ball, into the box.
Here's the corner by Del Piccolo. The in-swinger headed out Fernandez. Chance to counter. Fabian Herbers. Herbers a step on Smith. Smith does well. Throw here for Bethlehem. Reynolds steps up, gets it to the captain Quinn. Jones.
Fabian Herbers has a good engine, trying to break the attack there, but also at the same time trying to get the throw in. Don't force that there with a minute or so left to play. Fortunately, they didn't get countered, but they could have got countered. So he needs to be a little bit smarter there on the throw in.
Del Piccolo knocks that down. Chance here for Louisville City FC. Dakers. McCabe goes down. Let's see what Rosario Candela issues here.
That looks pretty nasty from up in the booth up here. I don't know how bad it actually was.
A yellow to Derek Jones. Second yellow on Bethlehem today. First one was on Anderson.
Here's a replay. Jones comes in. It's not as bad as it looked. Left foot he was coming in, but his other one wasn't.
Del Piccolo, good through ball. McCabe is denied. McCarthy again says no, but he is livid with his back line.
Again, they can't be taking any breaks. Now you're in stoppage time. You can't get picked apart with runners coming through. You got to follow your runners.
Del Piccolo with the bender, headed away. Anderson. Dakers. The step on Herbers with the cross, headed out. Derek Jones. Chance to counter. Eric Ayuk from Fernandez. Good through ball looking for Restrepo. Ranjitsingh comes off his line. We're being told a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time here in the first half. Now Steel FC in the attacking third. Fabian Herbers to Ayuk. Tarek Murad just clears. And that will do it for the first half. Another clean sheet here, Matt. This time it's against Louisville City FC after one half of play. Gwen Begley is downstairs with Steel FC head coach Brendan Burke.
Thank you, guys. Now a lot of chances from Louisville City FC. How do you think your defense has been holding up here in this first half?
I thought we were very good and on top of the game for the first 20 minutes. One or two slips in the back, and we let them in, let them get some momentum, and they're the top team in the league right now. You can't allow that. So we have to reestablish ourselves as the aggressor at the start of the second half.
Now, what are you going to say to these guys in the locker room? Are there any other adjustments that you'd like to see going into the second?
Yeah, I think we can put more pressure on them in their half of the field. I think we allowed them to play out. We allowed their left center back in particular to come back onto his right foot, and he's a little more successful passing when he's able to do that.
All right, great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Gwen. Ryan Richter and Steel FC will go into the locker room. Right now, a clean sheet between Bethlehem and Louisville City FC. Our halftime report will commence on the other side from Goodman Stadium.
get Yakult. You know it's always been the best. Let's go get Yakult for quality that beats the rest. They got cheesesteaks, French fries. The famous Yakult hot dog is known worldwide. Let's go get Yakult. The secret sauce is one of a kind.
Yakult's, an Allentown tradition.
Can you feel it? That vibe. It's here on America's best beaches. Feel it in unique mashups of amazing, crazy, and wow. So within every moment, you live amplified. St. Pete Clearwater, solar powered and radiating 1 million megawatts of possibility. Dive in deeper at liveamplified.com.
The first soccer ball was kicked in Bethlehem in 1904. Now, 112 years later, it's time for the rebirth of Bethlehem Steel FC. Herber's in the box, and there's the first goal in Steel FC history. For tickets, visit BethlehemSteelFC.com or call 844-STEEL-FC.
What's more fun and thrilling than playing all about the Benz with top prizes of $100,000? Winning on the spot. I won! Play all about the Benz from the Pennsylvania Lottery, and you could win on the spot. Keep on scratching. What's more fun and exciting than playing Pennsylvania Millions with top prizes of $1 million? Winning on the spot. Yes! Play Pennsylvania Millions from the Pennsylvania Lottery, and you could win on the spot. Keep on scratching.
However you toast your Thomas's English muffin, however you top it, no matter what you create with its delicious nooks and crannies perfection, you make it your own. Doing it my way. It's a breakfast made fresh. It's perfectly yours, and no one else's is quite like it. The only question is, what does today's look like? Thomas's English muffins. Breakfast like no other.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers. But Kleckner & Sons knows these washers. And ranges and refrigerators and more. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style, with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, let Kleckner & Sons do it for you.
Back at Goodman Stadium in a clean sheet between Bethlehem Steel FC and Louisville City FC. And welcome back inside the booth with former Union player Matt Castle. I'm Dave Litto. Matt, your thoughts on the first 45?
I thought, Dave, that it got a little bit chippy, especially early on throughout the whole half. The referee lost the game a little bit in a way. So let's see if I'm sure he's going to get the squad back together and see how they can fix things. But overall, I thought the energy on both sides is good. A few good opportunities for both teams. So it's important to see how they, really react to it in the second half.
There was a lot of pressure from Louisville City FC as we take a look at their scoring chances. They wanted to get Dakers going very early.
They found Kadeem Dakers on top of the box. He gets a good shot off. Anderson slides in. And it goes just out wide for a corner kick. And a good little ball whipped in there. I'm sure he wants that ball back. Wasn't his best opportunity.
There's been a plethora of opportunities. Luban getting in action as well with McCabe. McCarthy standing his ground, however.
John McCarthy, especially on this one, comes up big, makes a big-time save. It keeps the team scoreless.
Here's a chance for Smith, who has come up high from his right back spot as well, with McCabe working beautifully with Luban. Anderson helping out the loanee from the Philadelphia Union, and the pressure continued. McCarthy was tested arguably the most all year against Louisville City FC. It's a stalemate here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Our halftime report will continue after this.
We're
can you find a fun day outdoors and learn something new? At the Lehigh Valley Zoo, where smart fun is what we do. Come visit over 300 animals and learn about how you can become a member and help conserve them for the future. See a penguin feeding, feed a lorikeet, and visit our new Reptile and Amphibian Discovery Center. The best part? The zoo is open all day, all year round. Visit lvzoo.org to find out what's going on today and all year long at the Lehigh Valley Zoo.
Make today smile with 6 Dunkin' Donuts for $3.99. Powdered with sugar, layered with frosting, filled with jelly, or topped with sprinkles. Share some smiles with 6 donuts for $3.99 today. America runs on Dunkin'.
History is important because it shows where you're coming from and where you're going. Type 2 diabetes is something that runs in my family, which means I'm at risk. In fact, 1 in 3 American adults are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And knowing this, if I do nothing, that family history becomes my family's future. And my family is too important to me for that. Take the risk factor assessment today at AskScreenKnow.com.
You've lived with it for too long. That recurring joint or muscle pain that makes everyday tasks a strain and repetitive movement almost impossible. Why put it off? The sooner you seek treatment, the more options you'll have. The faster you'll be back in full stride. The latest non-surgical solutions. The region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Hi, I'm Rob Bennett. Dealerships often say that customer satisfaction is important, but I admit it's an easy thing to say. So year after year, we put it to the test. And well, I'm so proud to announce that for the 4th year in a row, Bennett has received Toyota's prestigious President's Award, which honors dealerships that exemplify excellent customer service and satisfaction. Not many dealerships can say that. Bennett Toyota on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile.
There are over 15,000 ways to take your coffee at Dunkin'. Every cup as unique as you. Always fresh with that signature smooth taste. We take pride in every cup, but only one is your coffee, your Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Scoreless here at Goodman Stadium as Steel FC is battling the top team in the East, Louisville City FC. Let's take a look at Steel FC's chances in the first stanza.
Ryan Richter plays a good ball into Fabian Herbert, who's been active all game. Gets the ball across, bounces out to Walter Estrepo, gets a deflection, gets a good corner kick.
They've been trying to go through Fabian Herbert's playing at that number 9 position. Washington hits this off his right.
Taylor Washington takes the ball. Still would have wished that he whipped the ball in with his left foot there, but swings in with his right, and Ayuk tries to get something. Fabian Herbert's then again, who's been active like we spoke about earlier. All game, slips a great ball into Eric Ayuk. Eric Ayuk takes a good touch, but Ranjit Singh comes up big.
Ranjit Singh making his first start of the season, played 17 minutes at Pittsburgh on the Wednesday night contest, which was a 2-2 draw. Matt, if you're Brendan Burke, what are you talking about in the locker room here to regroup for half number 2?
Well, first I'm just going to start telling him, he's going to tell the guys that they need to be a little bit disciplined there. They need to be a little bit more disciplined. No stupid fouls, because the referee, I can see a red card coming in this game. But also on the offensive side of things, get some more chances, get some more opportunities at goal, and one will come for you.
And he mentioned to Gwen Begley that Tarek Mourad is coming up from his center back spot. They keep applying that pressure. How do you stop that if you're Steel FC in the defensive third?
Well, the pressure was pretty good for the most part early on. They wanted Mourad to use his left foot. As we saw early on, he played a couple balls out of bounds, so it's good pressure. So just continue that pressure. Don't let him be a playmaker out of the back.
Steel FC is batting Louisville City FC. Ready for the second half after this from Goodman Stadium.
off to the races. Cutting it in, it's Barnett, a great first touch to the opening goal, and Philadelphia have the lead. It's Latou, cuts it back, Latou! Just 2 minutes on the board, and a perfect start for the Union.
For tickets, visit PhiladelphiaUnion.com.
You never really know when it begins, only that joint pain starts to take control. You become a spectator of your own life. Then you realize it's time. Take back your time with Coordinated Health.
Can you feel it? That vibe. It's here on America's best beaches. Feel it in unique mashups of amazing, crazy, and wow. So within every moment, you live amplified. St. Pete Clearwater, solar powered and radiating 1,000,000 megawatts of possibility. Dive in deeper at liveamplified.com.
What's more fun and exciting than playing Pennsylvania Millions with top prizes of $1 million? Winning on the spot. Yes! Play Pennsylvania Millions from the Pennsylvania Lottery, and you could win on the spot. Keep on scratching. What's more fun and thrilling than playing All About the Bends with top prizes of $100 grand? Winning on the spot. I won! Play All About the Bends from the Pennsylvania Lottery, and you could win on the spot. Keep on scratching.
However you toast your Thomas's English muffin, however you top it, no matter what you create with its delicious nooks and crannies perfection, you make it your own.
Doing it my way.
It's a breakfast made fresh. It's perfectly yours, and no one else's is quite like it. The only question is, what does today's look like? Thomas's English muffins. Breakfast like no other.
What's easy to find, lots of fun, and has something for everyone? The Phillipsburg Mall, right off of Route 22 in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Finding new clothes for the whole family made easy. The hottest spring fashions are here. There's even that perfect tux for senior prom. Stop in to pick up Mom's perfect Mother's Day gift. Get cards, candies, and candles. Maybe even something for yourself. And pick up a gift certificate from one of our salons. Then take your pick at our selection of delicious eateries. Phillipsburg Mall, just off of Route 22 in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Come today.
Get ready for half number 2 from beautiful Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, as Steel FC is tussling with the top team in the East, Louisville City FC. Steel FC looking for the 3rd win on the season at 2-2-1, coming off of a draw last week. Do you feel like they've made some adjustments since that draw against Charleston so far through 45?
I thought that they brought some more energy in the first half. You saw guys coming out, pressing hard, staying together, and had a couple opportunities as well. So it's good to see in the first half.
Here's a look at the first half stats. It was a very physical game through 1.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's what we've been stressing early and on. As you see, 10 fouls for Lou City, 7 for Bethlehem Steel FC. So it was a little bit of a chippy game there. So let's see, hopefully everybody stays disciplined and we have nobody's getting thrown out of the game here in the second half.
Louisville City FC coming off of a draw as well against Pittsburgh. Conditions have been good for both sides despite all the rain in the Lehigh Valley, but Bolo Akinyote, Derek Jones, Fabian Herbers and company ready for the start of half number 2. Do you feel like that they've matched the intensity and the physicality of Louisville City FC?
Without a doubt. I mean, both sides have been battling, going back and forth, putting each other under pressure, and again, not afraid to make a foul. So both squads are performing pretty strong with the energy.
We may get one change, Matt, to start the second half. Mark Anthony Kay, a midfielder from Toronto, Canada, may be coming into the matchup for James O'Connor. You see him right there in his 2nd year leading Lou City.
I don't know about you, Dave, but I'm ready for some summer. This weather's a little bit nippy up here in the box. It's great for soccer players to play, but not for us fans up here.
Happy May, everyone, right? So it looks like Mark Anthony Kay will enter here for Louisville City FC. Was with Toronto FC 2 last year in 22 appearances, however, did not score a goal. So Dakers comes out, Mark Anthony Kay comes in, and Dakers had a very busy first 45.
He was pretty active on the outside there, going at Richter, battling. Created a few things. He's a tricky player. Somebody that's dangerous can create something.
So Kay will go to the left flank. And quickly, Steel FC plays ahead for Ayuk. It's Fernandez. Good challenge, Derek Jones. Leo has it again. Ayuk, step on Smith. Goal kick here for Greg Ranjit Singh. And if you're just joining us, Ranjit Singh making the start for Scott Goodwin, who's their #1 goalkeeper, has been the last 2 years, but Goodwin got a red last game. Cleared away by Del Piccolo. Huffman up top with McCabe. Anderson finds Jones. Ayuk. Jones with the cross, center. Fernandez can't win in the air. Morad had better positioning. And here's Mark Anthony Kay. And on his first touch, loses sight, and will be a throw for Steel FC.
Good early pressure by Steel FC. Creating problems on the back line. It's good to see early.
Tackle Austin Trusty. Trusty was headed away by Newnham. Luban for McCabe. Anderson all the way back to Reynolds.
Sure, at halftime they talked about being smart defensive side of things. Follow your runners. Don't let them slip in behind early.
And a call here appears to be against Louisville City FC. Will stay with Steel FC. There's the East End Army fired up here at Goodman Stadium, trying to will Bethlehem to a victory to culminate this 3-game homestand. Quinn. Del Piccolo. Fernandez with the challenge. Reynolds desperately cleared. Call here against Bethlehem. Rosario Candela has been very busy in this matchup and continues here in the opening minutes of half number 2. Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league. Newnham finds McCabe. Good tackle, Akinyode. Kay. McCabe with the throw. Jones, and this is an area that Steel FC had to clean up in the defensive third, those touches.
Need to be a little bit smarter back there. Can't be too cute in the back. Need to play it out, don't be scared.
Trusty wins the header. Chance McCarthy comes up big yet again. Luban. Smith denied, however, will be a corner for Louisville City FC as it goes off of Leo Fernandez. John McCarthy has been so good in this matchup.
This is what they need. They need their goalkeeper to step up. Needs to make big saves. It's a nice save. He pushes the way out. But here's a big corner kick here for Paulo Del Piccolo. Is going to whip a good ball in, so it's important. You got your marks. Just jump with them.
Del Piccolo's bender, headed away. Anderson. Strepo battling. The captain, Aiden Quinn, on the far side. Good sportsmanship from the duo. And a goal kick for McCarthy.
It's good to see Walter Strepo on the defensive side of things. We know how he can attack and go at you with his pace. The coaching staff's been stressing all year long that they want to see how he can play on the defensive side of things. Need to be a complete player, so need them coming back. It's good to see there.
If you go back to the Richmond contest in the 2-1 victory for Steel FC, we saw Ayuk play under the number 9 spot. But now he's playing along that left flank, playing a little bit higher, so you don't see him getting involved as much defensively, because just simply put, not his role today. Washington. Del Piccolo with the flick. Possession will go to Louisville City FC to the dismay of Brendan Burke. So one sub off the charts for James O'Connor. Luban with the cross, back post, too high. Looking for Kay. Another cross inside, Hoffman's there. He's offside, flags up, will not count.
The outside backs like to get so far forward on Lou City. They need to be talking. Anderson and Trusty and Richter and Washington need to be talking to the guys in front of them. Just make the game simplify. Whether that's Bolu or Derek Jones, whoever that is, sitting in the hole there at the front and talking to Ayuk and Restrepo in front of them, following the runners. It's all the game. You can make the game so much easier by just talking to each other. You don't do all this running. Just be a little bit smarter.
Communication such a key for Brendan Burke, and it's a feel process, isn't it, Matt? Because it's not always verbal out there where you're giving clues out.
And that starts in a way too about the same lineup here 2 games in a row. So the guys should start to know each other a little bit better, know their instincts.
Mark Anthony Kay. Quinn finds Del Piccolo. Over to Murad. This portion of the match is brought to you by Bethlehem Steel FC. They return to Goodman Stadium to face FC Montreal on Sunday, May 15th at 4 p.m. Tickets on sale now starting at $13. Visit BethlehemSteelFC.com or call 844-STEEL-FC. There's Kyle Smith. Sat out last game on Wednesday. 3 games in 8 days for Louisville City FC. Morad placed that in. Anderson was there, chance to counter. Akinyore, good ball out wide to Restrepo. Cuts it inside. Restrepo taken down. No call from Rosario Candela.
On that, he cuts back in. Just have a go. Brendan Burke is having a word with the 4th official, but I don't know. It's tough to see on that when he cut back in if he got nipped at all.
Mark Anthony Kay on Akinyore. And Bolu wins it.
I think on that first cut, though, once you cut, have a strike. Why cut again? Where are you going with that? Then you're going to let everybody recover, and just like it did, and you're looking for a foul.
And you would love to see Ranjit Singh making his first start, even though he played 17 minutes against Pittsburgh, get tested a little bit like McCarthy has. Here comes the cross. Hoffman was dueling with Austin Trusty. Richter on the far flank with Mark Anthony Kay there. Anderson can't clear. Del Piccolo, top of the box. McCabe plays that in. Hoffman just had to stay onside. McCarthy will clear. Here's Kyle Smith. Good ball up ahead to Andrew Luban. Luban whips it in. Settled down. Here's the strike. Hits the outside of the post. McCarthy visibly upset because Andrew Luban was inches away from breaking the tie.
McCarthy's a little bit upset about himself on there, but gets a good ball back here. Chandler Hoffman brings the ball down, finds it across, just takes a strike right off the outside of the bar. It's a good ball in, finds Hoffman, lays it off, takes a good strike, but just misses wide. A great opportunity there for Lou City. Luban and McCabe, and Hoffman, they've all been active getting forward. Got to keep an eye on them in the second half here. Can't let them pick their head up and make the game.
You have Washington, Trusty, Anderson, and Richter as the back four, Matt. Trying to quiet those stealthy attackers for Louisville City FC. They continue here with Smith. Luban, a step around Washington with a cross, denied. Austin Trusty, corner kick, Lou City.
It's a great touch there by Luban. Touches it right by Washington. Strong, big body. Picked his head up, could have probably played a little bit of a better ball across the box. But now they get a big corner here for Paulo Del Piccolo.
Del Piccolo, low service, headed out by Fernandez. Fabian Herbers. Off of McCabe. Throw here for Steel FC.
Sure, Paulo Del Piccolo would want that ball back. He probably wants to whip that ball. You got to beat the first guy, give your guys a chance.
Paulo Del Piccolo has been very active, 24 years old, out of Wheat Ridge, Colorado. It's his first year with Louisville City FC. It's a 27th overall pick of the 2013 MLS draft by the Montreal Impact, but actually opted to sign abroad and play in Germany. His services have been spot on. He's been a pleasure to watch. He's been sharing those duties this season with Niall McCabe. Jones, tackled by Mark Anthony Kay, came in as the first sub for James O'Connor. Jones was looking for Fabian Herbers, but denied by Sean Reynolds. Quinn, the captain. Comes a call against Steel FC, and a set piece upcoming, as the culprit was Richter.
That all starts by Noonan getting forward, staying high. Their outside backs are basically getting high. They're basically, you know, like wingers, creating havoc. That was an important set piece here.
There's Del Piccolo and Niall McCabe. It's McCabe. Tarek Murad came running in, but McCarthy had other plans.
Lofted ball in there, pretty easy for McCarthy to come out.
Washington with some space. Finds Fernandez. Anderson, right flank for Richter. Mark Anthony Case slips. Fernandez keeps it in. Good ball to Eric Ayuk. Jones. Quinn on the counter. And instead he'll settle back. Morad all the way to Ranjit Singh.
Good distribution there by Ranjit Singh.
He hasn't been tested as much as John McCarthy, but he stood his ground. McCabe. Luban. Del Piccolo over to Quinn, the captain. Newnham dealing with Restrepo, and a throw here for Steel FC. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL. Sekou Kone getting set to enter the match for Brendan Burke and be the first sub for Steel FC. And in the 61st minute, he will enter, Matt, for Fabian Herbers.
We gotta look for Sekou Kone to get on the end of a couple things here, be that strong forward, target forward up front, create something, get something on goal. Fabian Herbers did a great job today, very active, creating things. Got himself a good 60 minutes today.
Herbers, remember, was in the 86th minute for Latu against San Jose yesterday. So he gets a well-deserved break. Good runs by him on that number 9 spot. Sekou Kone from Liberia. Last year's second highest tier of soccer in the Netherlands is in. Restrepo. Murad right back to Ranjit Singh. Kone was entering the 6. Fernandez out wide left flank to Ayuk. Ayuk off of Smith, and Ranjit Singh is there cleanly.
Ranjit Singh likes to play the ball out of the back. He's very comfortable. Maybe a little bit tad too comfortable there. They could almost caught him, but he got the ball out just in time. But that's good pressure by Steel FC. That's what they want.
They'll have another midweek game, Matt. They'll be at Toronto FC2 on Wednesday. The Kentucky Derby is next Saturday, so they'll have to fly back through Cincinnati and bus home because of all the festivities around the Derby.
They live and die for that out there. That'd be something.
I don't think they're going to win that one.
That'd be something pretty cool to be there. I'm sure it's on a lot of people's bucket list. These guys actually get to live it.
In fact, 6 of the next 8, including this matchup, are on the road for Louisville City FC. Ayuk tripped up. Good sportsmanship from Kyle Smith. No card from Rosario Candela. And just as I say that, there is a card issued to Del Piccolo, it looks like.
Slides in there. Clear foul. Yellow card, no questions. Need to get Ayuk active this second half, get him going at guys. Keep him pushing forward, create something. Now, especially that Kyle Smith is on a yellow, look for Ayuk to continue to go at him and at him and at him.
Yeah, the card is charged to Smith, the right back, not Del Piccolo. So he came in with the poor tackle a little bit late on the challenge. Washington too high of Sekou Kone. Reynolds has looked good in the game, in for Connor Shanowski. The game winner in 85th minute. Actually, it was the game-tying goal against Pittsburgh. Chance here, Huffman and McCabe. Here's the cross to the back post. Luban cuts it inside on Washington with the cross. Headed out, Trusty. Akinyode to counter. Jones Gets past Del Piccolo and finds Walter Restrepo. Has Newnham on his heel. Morad will go back to Ranjit Singh. Jones, Restrepo looking for Kone, couldn't settle. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, proud to be the official healthcare provider of Bethlehem Steel FC. Sekou Kone gives a new look out there up top for Bethlehem.
He's somebody that's going to be, he's a strong boy up top. Going to be that target forward. Look to have some runners off him, whether it's Leo or Ayuk or Restrepo, getting him behind and creating something for himself as well.
Restart here for Trusty, the 66th minute. Play short to Fernandez. Anderson to Akinyode. Good ball out wide, but too far for Ryan Richter. A throw here for Ben Newnham.
I'd like to see Akinyode use his right foot for once. I want to see him try and pass the ball with his right foot. Everything he does is all left, 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 left. Let's have the ball, I know it curls out of bounds, but try to pick the ball to your right and bend it in.
Good play by Washington to Fernandez, fighting off Del Piccolo, has Ayuk, pushed by Reynolds. He just stepped in front of Ayuk, it was clean, and a goal kick here for Ranjit Singh.
To get back into the weight room there, Kevin Miller, the first team strength coach, needs to get the guys doing a couple more pull-ups.
Watching yesterday, Union against San Jose, physicality in that matchup was on display, especially with Marvell Wynn really trying to battle the constant pressure by the Philadelphia Union up top and CJ Sapong. Luban, step ahead of Washington. Luban, cross to the back post, too high of Mark Anthony Kay.
Good work by Luban. He's been battling Washington strong. Pushes, gets better positioning on him again. Shoulders him off the ball. Sure you'd want that one back. Whips the ball a little bit too deep. But it's good work by him out wide here.
Restrepo on the far flank to Richter. Akinyode, as you called for it, still playing off his left. But even in tight space, seems pretty calm out there. Fernandez dueling with Reynolds. Call will be against Sean Reynolds. Get the second sub, Chandler Hoffman, former Philadelphia Union draft pick, will come out here in the 68th minute. Cameron Lancaster will enter. Had 42 minutes of play last game on Wednesday against Pittsburgh. Lancaster coming off of a ACL tear. Missed the better part of last year. Ranjit Singh comes out, but Restrepo was onside. So Lancaster is another striker here for Louisville City FC. He ruptured that ACL in his right knee. It required ligament replacement and in a lengthy rehab. And it's a player that has quite the experience, Matt, because he's been in the Tottenham Academy system and actually appeared with Tottenham for a game, but opted to move back to the States and get his playing time bolstered. Chance for Derek Jones. Piccolo with a nice touch on the end line. Luban up ahead, counter here for Louisville City FC. Noonan up high from his left back spot, denied by Restrepo.
It's great work by Restrepo getting back what we talked about. Doing the dirty work as well, not just offensive side of things. Does a great job tracking his runner to win the ball. Here you see McCabe pushes the ball out wide. Finds Newman, but Restrepo's tracking extremely well and wins that ball.
Morad to Del Piccolo. Reynolds. Good duel one here by Eric Ayuk. Jones finds Anderson. Switch the point of attack to Richter. Cuts it inside. Off of Quinn. Throw here for Steel FC.
I think they got the wrong number down there on the display. Nobody knows who's coming off. It's supposed to be 14 instead of 16.
Cole Missimo will enter here in the 71st minute for Eric Ayuk. What did you make of Eric Ayuk's day?
He was active, a little bit quieter than we probably would have liked to see, but a decent shift overall for him.
Restrepo crosses it into Fernandez. Ranjit Singh skies up.
Let's look for Cole Missimo to come in here and on the left on the left side and create a little bit. You know, he's got some pace as well. Try to whip a few balls in for some crosses, set something up.
Header won by Missimo, good touch to Fernandez. Finds Derek Jones. 1v1 with Reynolds. Tips it back to Leo Fernandez. Jones. Fernandez wins the throw here for Steel FC. And Missimo will work quick to Taylor Washington. His service to the top of the box finds Restrepo. Richter trying to get the through ball. Too far for him.
Decent idea, a little bit too much. Richter makes a good run. Doesn't quite, a little bit too far out of his reach.
So Andrew Luban will come out here in now the 74th minute, and Greg Davis, the fourth from Ohio, will come in the midfield recently with the Richmond Kickers. Kone tried to turn it in, but was denied by Kyle Smith.
Luban had a good game today. Very active out wide, created a bunch of stuff, gave Washington a hard time.
Here's Lancaster, 1v1 with Trusty. Lancaster desperately wanted the call. Chance to counter Washington. Run for Fernandez, he's onside. And just as I say that, the AR has the flag up. He is off. Get into the game through the USL social media channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for news, live game updates, and video highlights from across the league.
Good play. Ball gets flipped over. Leos just starts off a little bit off sides. It's an easy call for the official.
Anderson finds Fernandez. Challenged by Reynolds. Del Piccolo. He's eyeing that far left flank, but instead goes back to Greg Ranjitsingh. Van Noonan is playing very high out of that left back spot. Same with Kyle Smith. Greg Davis the fourth. Denied by trusty corner Louisville City FC.
Both of them, Kyle Smith and Van Noonan, are getting high and forward like we said. Creating a little bit of havoc.
Del Piccolo with the service to the back post. Header, McCarthy again steps up. Mark Anthony Kay was there with Tarek Murad.
Del Piccolo lofts the ball in there. Mark Anthony Kay gets his head on the ball off the post. John McCarthy's there as well to make a nice save. Out for a corner kick here.
Be Niall McCabe this time. To the back post. Challenged by Anderson, he's down. Anderson's bid on the 18 for the Philadelphia Union on loan from the first team. And he's holding that right shoulder. Joaquin Yodi will come out. James Chambers here in the 77th minute enters for Steel FC. And our thoughts now with Anderson.
Yeah, it looks tough to see. He went up, challenged for the ball. He goes up, looks like he's hanging out in the middle there, battling. I don't know what really.
Looks like there was something lingering there as he was dueling with the captain, Aiden Quinn. So Anderson, who actually started the first game of the season for the Philadelphia Union at FC Dallas in that 2-0 loss. Played all 90 minutes of that matchup, has since been on the bench. Here's another look at it. Great shot by our TV2 Sports crew.
Goes up. Doesn't look too much, just goes up, it's challenged, no foul or anything.
Just maybe extended it, Matt.
Yeah. I don't know if it popped out or something, but.
Hey, Bethlehem Steel supporters, don't miss your chance to become an inaugural season ticket member. Season tickets are now prorated, starting at just $143 for the entire season. Also ask about our partial plans, starting at just $50. Season tickets and partial plans let you save money at benefits and give you the ability to exchange tickets. Stop by Fan Services Tent for more information or visit BethlehemSteelFC.com.
Looks like they're going to sub him out. Mickey Daly will come in. Hopefully Anderson's okay.
Great work by the Lehigh Valley Health Network staff and athletic trainer Yassine Khan, tending to Anderson.
Looks like they're laughing down there. I'm sure he's okay.
So our thoughts here with Anderson as he tries to regroup, and again, kudos to that medical staff trying to aid him. Mickey Daly for Steel FC will come in as a center back with Austin Trusty. Play continues here in the 80th minute. Davis was denied by Washington, but wins another corner for Louisville City FC. Here's the set piece from Greg Davis, the fourth. Headed in and then out. Long ball. Davis will be called for the foul.
Went up strong there. Right into the back.
And there's the yellow card as Washington went down.
We'll get the plate over here. Washington's going up. Yeah, it's a clear yellow card. Lifts up his knee and everything. Davis the fourth. No need for any of that.
So Matt, we're getting down to the last 10 minutes, and of course there'll be plenty of stoppage time as well, but your thoughts on how Steel FC can try to get in and get the job done in the attacking third here in the waning moments?
They just need to continue to be active, trying to get runners up forward, but also be smart and create something.
Restrepo with the flick that was headed away. Chambers. Restrepo out wide for Richter. Will win the corner.
See if Leo can whip a good ball over here. Beat the first guy, create something, get something.
Here's the service by Fernandez. The bender to the back post. Trusty stepped up. Chambers with his left. Wide of Ranjit Singh.
You'd want that one back.
Appeared to be a good service from Leo there too.
Yeah, it was a little bit lofted. Could have been, it wasn't the best of his best, but it wasn't bad either.
So here's Ranjit Singh, who signed in March of 2015 with Louisville City FC. Del Piccolo up ahead looking for Cameron Lancaster. Daly just came in for Anderson. Lancaster back tips it. Smith with a cross. Carthy's there. This portion of the match is brought to you by the Philadelphia Union. Purchase your tickets to see the Union host LA Galaxy on May 11th at 7 p.m. Visit PhiladelphiaUnion.com for more information. And I can report that Anderson now is walking off on his own power into the Steel FC locker room. So he's off of that stretcher, and medical staff is adjacent to him. Throw here for Steel FC.
James O'Connor's not happy with that right in front of him. Looked like the ball might have went right off Steel FC. Instead, they gave the throw to him.
Missimo finds Derek Jones. Chambers. Richter. See this high press continue by Lancaster. And that's what you can ill afford, Matt. Another turnover. Mark Anthony Kay flips it inside. Greg Davis the fourth. McCabe was denied on the through ball. Here's the strike denied by Richter. Counter here for Steel FC, but they don't have numbers. Numerical advantage with Louisville City FC.
Hurt the legs. Guys' legs might be a little bit tired here the last few minutes. About 6 minutes left, plus a stoppage time.
Kyle Smith with the cross, looked inside. It was off of Lancaster last. Will be a goal kick for Bethlehem.
Important, they got to be smart. Guys got to be smart here. Like I said the last few minutes of the game, just be smart. Comes the ball, whips to the cross, just deflects right out for a goal kick. Just like last week, Dave. We got a 0-0 game here in the last few minutes. We'll see what comes from it.
Have some fresh legs out there, there's no question about it. With Missimo and company. McKay plays that back to Quinn. Mark Anthony Kay. That's Richter. Restrepo. Quinn again. Over to Kay. Jones. Washington on the left flank. Good ball to Kone. Missimo.
There's a good little build up there by Steel FC. Decent amount of passes. Starting with James Chambers getting the ball out wide. They got to be a little bit smarter there on the last final third pass.
Space for McCabe. Finds Greg Davis the fourth with a cross to the back post. Header by Kay. Save McCarthy.
Nothing too dangerous there for John McCarthy. Nice little floated header. Ball gets floated into the back post. Mark Anthony Kay couldn't get too much on it. Right to McCarthy.
He deserves the shutout unquestionably. He has played very well in this match. And Brendan Burke going to make another substitution and bring on Jamie Lucchini, the pride of Lehigh, for Leo Fernandez. Fernandez subbed in the 85th minute. The matchup for the Union against San Jose for Tranquilo Barnetta. So you got some runners up top, Matt, and Missimo and Lucchini.
They want to push forward here. But at the same time, they got to be aware of, again, the outside backs, the Blue City getting forward.
Kone. Over Newnham. Sekou Kone. And a good cross that time. Kyle Smith is there. Ups the counter with Lancaster. Headed away, Mickey Daly. Throw here for Louisville City FC. Niall McCabe. Good tackle, that's clean from Jones. Chambers looks for Kone. Sekou Kone, good chip ahead. Missimo at the run, he'll be late.
Game's opening up a little bit here in the last few minutes.
Smith looking for Davis, the fourth. And Trusty will go back to McCarthy. Not a good clearance that time, however. Del Piccolo. Quinn. Newnham, top of the box. McCarthy does well and saves it from being a corner. Good outlet. Over to Washington. Missimo, 1v1 on Smith. Top of the box for Jones. Richter crosses it in, headed away. Morad. Chambers looks to Missimo. Washington with the bender, looking for Restrepo off of Kone. Kone, another crack. Save. Ranjit Singh.
Good little effort there, pushing forward, getting a couple good balls whipped in. Balls bouncing around, good battling. Just couldn't get something from it.
And with the Anderson injury, you expect that there'll be some precious moments of stoppage time for both clubs. McCarthy clears. 10 yards away from his end line. Jones can't win it. Richter, however, aided him. Jones finds Missimo to Lucchini. Lucchini right on frame.
I'm sure Lucchini's gonna want that one back. Missimo slips him a good ball in. Just kind of pushed it. You gotta bend that, hit that ball hard across the box. Give yourself an opportunity.
2 minutes of stoppage time. Missimo trails it for Washington. Lucchini plays it up. Kone can't win it off of Murad. Niall McCabe gets past Richter. Daly helps him. However, the call is against Richter and Steel FC. Burke pleading for numbers to get back for Bethlehem. To aid his defensive third. Kyle Smith was looking for Greg Davis the fourth. It'll be a goal kick from McCarthy.
Big couple minutes here. Both sides are not going to want to give something up.
Richter on that far right flank. Newnham on him. Chambers with the strike. It's low. Lucchini had it blocked by Reynolds. Good work by Derek Jones. Restrepo has time over Newnham. Header is up high. Derek Jones right at the doorstep.
Wow. Oh boy, that was a chance. Could have been the hero. Restrepo gets the ball here, picks his head up, floats a nice ball in. Derek Jones runs in here. Get over it, son. Get over it. Put the ball in the back of the net right there. Kick it any easier than that. Sure, he's going to want that one back.
It's a beautiful cross by Restrepo.
Could have been the hero.
On the opposite end, McCabe looking for Lancaster. Washington headed it away. Del Piccolo keeps it on this end. We're going to get a yellow. And it's on James Chambers. Yellows handed often by Rosario Candela. Another look. So a big set piece here for Louisville City FC, the tail end.
TLC need to follow the markers, be strong. Probably going to be the last play of the game.
It's Lancaster, bends it in high. In fact, he had a game-winning goal against Charlotte to kick off the season, but Matt, that will do it this afternoon. Scoreless draw between Steel FC and Louisville City FC.
A little bit of excitement finish there at the end. Back and forth. Jones could have been the hero. Could have got the 3 points at home, but they'll walk away with 1 point here at home against the first place team.
Both teams earn another draw. Consecutive ones for Steel FC and Louisville City FC. Good to get a point. Stellar performance from John McCarthy today.
John McCarthy came up big, held his own, made a couple big-time saves. It's great to see. That's what we need as a goalkeeper in the back. You need to lead your squad. So it was good performance for him today.
Brendan Burke has to be very pleased, especially getting a point off of Louisville City FC, who is first in the East and will go to 4-1-2 on the year. Bethlehem Steel FC will improve to 2-2-2. Clean sheet, Steel FC, Louisville City FC. Gwen Begley will have some interviews, and we'll wrap it up after this.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is proud to be the official healthcare provider for Bethlehem Steel FC.
Now what? Auto insurance from Wolf Insurance. Now what? Home insurance from Wolf Insurance.
It can happen over time or in a snap. If joint or muscle pain has taken you out of the game, we can identify the root cause of your problem and develop a sport-specific treatment plan to get you moving again. Over 400 medical experts strong, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
What is it that defines us? Sure, we're defined by our history, those who came before us, but that's our legacy. Who are we? That's defined by us. When we take our history, our tradition, and forge it with who we were, who we are, and who we want to be. We are Bethlehem Steel FC. Coming March 2016.
History is important because it shows where you're coming from and where you're going. Type 2 diabetes is something that runs in my family, which means I'm at risk. In fact, 1 in 3 American adults are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And knowing this, if I do nothing, that family history becomes my family's future. And my family is too important to me for that. Take the risk factor assessment today at AskScreenKnow.com.
Can you feel it? That vibe. It's here on America's best beaches. Feel it in unique mashups of amazing, crazy, and wow. So within every moment, you live amplified. St. Pete Clearwater, solar powered and radiating 1,000,000 megawatts of possibility. Dive in deeper at liveamplified.com.
90 minutes are in the books. A draw between Steel FC and Louisville City FC. Gwen Begley standing by with Steel FC goalkeeper John McCarthy.
All right, John. Obviously, you faced a little more shots than you did the past few games. A lot of action on your end of the net. Talk about the game and how you played.
It was a tough game. We knew they were the best team in the league overall, West and Eastern Conference. I thought the team did well with it, and to be able to come out with another shutout's great.
Now, what does it say for your team to be able to play the top team in the East to a scoreless draw? I mean, I know you guys would have liked to get a goal there in the end. It was high energy, but it's got to say something for the growth of your team.
Yeah, I thought the team did well. We got a lot of young guys, a couple academy guys playing. So I thought it was good overall. And like you said, at the end of the game, we had some chances. I thought we could have came away with it towards the end. But it's growing. It's a first-year team, and I thought we did well with the first team in the league.
Great. Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Yes, he's ready. All right, here we're here with Brendan Burke. Obviously, another scoreless draw, but this was a little more exciting than the last game, and obviously against the top team in the East. How do you think your team fared?
I think we did well. Obviously, keeping clean sheets is very important to us, especially at home, and we've done that 2 out of the last 3 games, and we conceded 1 off a set piece before that. So I'm happy with the way we're defending as a group, with our energy level, with our approach to the game. We just need that last pass, that last touch. I mean, we had 2 really good looks at the end of the game there. So that's the top team in the league right now. That sets a good standard for us going forward.
Now, I know last game you talked about relationships growing on the field and off the field with an ever-changing starting 11, and you had the same starting 11 this game. Do you see their growth kind of happening right in front of your eyes?
Yeah, that's where you don't concede goals, because you know how to react to each other, you know how to move off each other, you know how to support each other's movements.
Now, what are you going to say to the guys in the locker room after a game like this?
Just, you're right there. There's not a team in the league you can't compete with. But the mentality has to stay right where it is right now and maybe even jump up a little bit.
Great, thank you, Coach.
And thank you very much, Gwen. It's a draw between Steel FC and Louisville City FC. There were plenty of chances as we begin in the second half.
John McCarthy, came up big all day. Like to talk about earlier, he made a couple big-time saves. This is one of them. Nice, wasn't too hard for him, just push it to the side. Here's another opportunity. It's pushed out wide here, right off the bar. He didn't have to do too much on that one, but it was a great opportunity as well. McCabe gets the ball, finds it out wide, flips the ball out wide to the back post, and a nice little easy save from John McCarthy again.
Yeah, well done for McCarthy, earning his 3rd shutout, 2nd consecutive chance here, though, on Ranjitsingh.
Here's another opportunity. Cole Meesmill drives the ball out wide. Jamie Lucchini would just like to get that ball squared back in. Ryan Richter finds the ball, gets it out wide to James Chambers, gets the ball in there, and shot just blocked.
Jones puts it out to Restrepo. Here was the last chance for Derek Jones yet again on the give and go, just high of Ranjitsingh's net. And then the set piece to culminate it, Matt, high from Cameron Lancaster, who won the game like that against Charlotte. With the draw, Steel FC improves to 2-2-2. Louisville City FC will improve to 4-1-2. On behalf of my partner, Matt Castle, Gwen Begley, and our entire TV2 Sports crew, this is Dave Leno saying so long from Goodman Stadium in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where Steel FC and Louisville City FC battle to a clean sheet. We'll talk to you next time on May 15th. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.